So now you may ask, what's your next project, Bob? Well, back when I built this barn in '99, I didn't do the wiring the first couple of years, but then I finally wired it all. And my brother-in-law donated, because he was an electrician at the time, all these 8-foot lights. Well, there's two things wrong with them. They're fairly efficient. The light output is okay, but if you listen carefully, you will hear an annoying 60 hertz buzz from them all. So I bought a box full of 8-foot LED tubes, which are ballastless free, so they run straight 120 voltage to them, and I'll show you how to hook those up. Because you take the ballast all out, I guess I could just leave them in there, bypass them with the wires that exist, and hook it up to 120 volts, and then we will have LED lights in the shop. How about that? So let's get up here. Now I know this light and that light are on the same switch, and they are on this one, so I don't have to worry about killing all the breakers all the time. Let's put on my electrical pouch here. I don't think I need a lot of extra tools in here, so I'm going to take some of them out. I've got bags and bags full of small wire nuts in here, because the wires go into the ballasts and the tubes are very small. So, got a bunch of those. I got some blues, oranges. I got some heat shrink. I must have got that for another project. I got yellows. So, I'm going to put some of those in my pockets. And let's tear this thing open. I couldn't get to this earlier this year because the snowblower was sitting in here on the sawhorses, if you recall. So these guys are nice. I know they're filthy, but it's a shop, and they're used. So there that comes down with just the twist of a little butterfly. Same on this end. There's the crappy old ballast, and you know what? It's going to stay right there. Now there's the black and white coming in. So I can cut those and extend them down to this end, and look at that, there's already a wire to these. So these are going to be like tied together because the tubes all need a neutral. Come on, get apart. Going to be tied together with whatever is. Man, I'll tell you, those wire nuts do a good job, even twisting to at this end, I guess I don't need to move. Good, I got quite a bit of length here. I can go back past the ballast with this. Okay, so these two, one has a black and one has a white. Well, both of them are going to go to the white, I think, and the black is going to feed down there, or vice versa, it don't matter. I just need to cut it off. I got to look at my tubes. One of them is hot and one of them is neutral. So we'll got to hook it up the right way. And I should do them all the same, right? The box is extremely stiff. Get the tubes out. As usual. Always something, right? Now, these weren't cheap, but these are the old single pinners. They have one nub on each end. And truthfully, it shouldn't matter which end is hot, because they're AC. Yeah, so it doesn't even say that. I'm going to make the hot end of the fixtures where the hot comes in. Alright, getting hot enough that I can take this. Well, I got my tools in there, so, or my wire nuts. Sorry, I'm babbling, guys. So we're going to kind of like violate color codes a little bit because I got to cut this off. And this off. And I'm going to need to run one wire to the other end. And this is going to be, as I said, my hot end. So I'm taking my nice little strippers here. And let's see, what gauge is this? I'll go with 16 to start with. Oh, it's smaller than that even, okay. And strip about an inch. Now, what I can do on this end is I can put black tape on that wire, but I don't care. Nobody else is going to be in here. This is for me. So we wrap our wires good. Right around with the other ones. And they'll just kind of fall right into the grooves. And I'm reusing the wire nut because it's getting bigger. Wire nuts usually get stretched, but when you're putting more wires in there. Alright. Now see, this fixture daisy chains onto the next one with a wire, so that's why there's other white wires in here. So I'm just going to start this. I'm going to strip this white wire. I don't need the black one anymore. I'm only going to use one wire because these bulbs don't take anything. They really don't. And we're going to twist it right in with these other ones. And put the wire nut back on. I always love to have my wires twisted, and this, when you put the wire nut on these small wires, it twists them right around the other wires. But when you're putting solid wires together for the first time, I highly recommend giving them a nice tight twist with your pliers. Okay, so we got two hot ends on that end. We got the white one we need. Okay, that comes that far. And I want these guys to come up to it. They're just long enough. Perfect. And so sometimes things work out. Strip that guy. I think I'm going to put I got these small yellow ones. And these things apparently have about the same amount of output as, well, I don't want to do that. These things are dead, so I'm just leaving them. There's plenty of strands on these wires left. So, twist, 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 twist. Sometimes I'm a wire nut, sometimes I don't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the old wires here to help hold that up in there. Give them a twist. Okay, so both the blue and the red are hooked up to the neutral from down there. The two wires going to each socket down there are hooked up to the black, which is the top. All right, very simple. Your wire code isn't right, but it's functional. All right. Put my your cover back on. Turn your butterfly, and these probably would work better if they were painted white, but you know what, nowadays, did I get them in the hooks? No, I didn't. Okay, I see how they work now. There's two holes right there that those tabs go into. Now I've lost my stupid butterfly, but I think I see it. Yes, I do. All right. No, I call it the butterfly, I don't know what else to call it. How the heck it come out of there, I don't know, because it went in pretty tight. So it just fits there. Goes into your hole. Okay, I gotta fix the other end. I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to do this a long time. Oh no, this one has a different tab on this end. The cover just squeaks up under it. Come on. Jeepers creepers. Just like that. These are kind of a hodgepodge. But the thing is, the light tubes don't have light coming out of the top, they only come out of the bottom, so those fixtures don't need to be painted white to help reflect because it doesn't reflect on the top. Okay, so these seem to have protective coating on them, film, you know. And I think what's nice about these too is I might be able to aim them. So this is the push end. One socket is springy, one side it drops in. Okay. Boy, might want to put some tape or wires in those. When I'm pulling off the recycle a little bit. I might put a block or something in the middle with a tie wrap. Alright. Are we almost ready for the drum roll sound, guys? Christmas vacation drum roll. Alright. Now let's see how much brighter than the other ones this is. Light switch is off, circuit breaker's back on. Oh yeah. Look at the difference in the color of the light. And I got like 5,000 degree Kelvin tubes, but look at the difference in light output. So that's it. I just wanted to show you those lights and how not to do it so you screw it up. And as I said, I like these tubes because you can kind of aim them to the side and throw the light out. So like in these center tubes, I'll probably take these center tubes and slant them outward a little bit to spread the light down. And the ones on the inside I'll leave straight down like I have them, and these ones, this is tilted a little bit, about 15 degrees out into the shop. Alright guys, that project's done for now. You don't need to see all. I'll bring you back when they're all done. Okay, so I'm on my last light fixture, but I haven't finished this one yet. This is the before, 8-foot fluorescent tubes, and this is the after. And the brightness of the shop, look at how yellow it looks down there and how nice and bright white it is up here. So it may affect the coloration of stuff when I'm staining and painting because, you know, it shows a different frequency light, things look different. But that's the last one. And yes, I figured out my screw up on the other one, so I've got them so they're all going together right now without a Bob screw up. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Now these other fixtures, how about one of these fixtures has the covers. You just snap on, and they snap on nicely. They've got like little ears bent into them, and you just push back and unhook it, and then you can slide it off. And the same thing, you push it in, unhook the other side, and slide it off. I'll leave that guy right there. Don't want to screw up the missus's new closet doors. So, as we saw on the other video, I'm going to zoom in so you can see this a little better, what I screwed up. Every wire coming out of the end of these sockets has to be hooked up. So there's two here that are dangling. I've got one neutral hooked up. I'm not using this guy, so I need to untwist these. And there's 4 wires in the ends of these. You know, the old fluorescent tubes had a heater in them that vaporized I guess it was like a neon. But all these have to go into the black. So that one's kind of short. I'm going to have to dick around a little bit with it. Dicky dack. I'll just cut these guys off for now. I guess I could just hook up my white wire right now, and then it'll be out of the way. So I'm stripping this with almost the smallest stripper on here. Wrapping it around. And as I said, make sure your power's out. Now I know these are on a switch, so I know the power's out. The other light on the chain is off too. We just twist that up. Oh, God, is it windy out there again today? Windy in Batavia? Well, whoever thought of that? All right. There's 2 white wires here because one wire comes from the switch over to this light, then up through the ceiling to the other light. So there's 2 on this circuit. That's why you're seeing 2 white wires in here. So I'm just going to lay this guy aside. Now, back to the hot. I wish that one wasn't so short. I guess I could just cut it off. Cut it off real short. These wires have been baked. And that's why they're hard to strip. Years of being hot in this tube. So anyway, to do this right, if I was doing this on an electrical job, I would be marking every one of these white wires black. But we're just putting them aside right now. So let me get that untwisted. That looks like crap. Let's get this guy around here where I can get him right. All right, come on. This crap is going to be difficult. Why are you so difficult? And again, there's 2 14-gauge wires in here for the light circuit, the feed. And then fucking my mouth full of wire now. Probably not a good thing to get it full of spit, huh? Alright. So I think I'm just going to twist a couple of these guys together. Twist this around there and use it just like another one of the single wires. Put it in here with this one and that one. What requires twist them together. You know, twisty nicey. Nip the end off. You want to nip the end off so the ends of all your wires are even. one is not wrapped back. That way, see, when the wire nut goes on, and it's softer plastic, so it forms up and over the tip of the wire bundle, that it will catch all the wire tips and make sure that they're attached and trapped. All right, easy peasy, right? All right. Now this guy. I'm gonna do the other side first. Nice, huh? All right. We got 15 minutes left on the charge, according to this. The other one is just tying all the neutrals together. And then we'll do a reveal shot here. I can do this in less than 15 minutes. Oh yeah, Bobby baby. I'm not even going to cut the ends of those off. I already cut them. I'm leaving the stubs out of these wires in here as a strain relief to catch these wires. Shit. Definitely baked on there. For many years of being up in there in the heat. This site and many others. Not many others. You know what I mean. Ernest. I bought a transmission from a guy once and he sounded just like Ernest. You know what I mean? Now, if you're not going to twist these little wires, which you don't necessarily have to, just want to make sure the tips of all of them are even when you start the wire nut on. And as you put the wire nut on, you're twisting those soft, small wires together. Okay? Okay. So we're going to pull that guy out just a little bit. And we're going to pull that guy out like that. And we're going to bend the wires that were coming out of the ballast. Oops, I missed. To hold them up in there. That's good. Get the cover on quick. Just kidding. All right, now again, the best way to get these on, I think, is to start them before the little lip. Of course, fixtures these days may be totally different. Get it all the way on the other side, like this, and hooked. Let me just squeeze that, and it should pop right up. All right. We'll come back for the big reveal. All right. So here we are. We got just I just put the garage door down, so the garage door light is on. But here we go. Da 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 bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. All right. Now the benefit of this is, unfortunately, yeah, one of the tubes I ordered a long, long time ago does not work. That'll be another experiment for us. We might as well try to take that tube that doesn't work apart and see if it's just a little broken wire or something. And so yeah, a lot brighter white, a lot brighter. And then when I turn my other warmer lights on, it kind of makes it more like natural daylight color. I've got 600 watt LED, but they're like 3,500 degree temperature Kelvin bulbs. But oh, I can see it's alive. All right, guys. Now, what's coming up next? My wife is on me because it's only a month away from going to the lake. All those cabinet doors have to be finished that I've been working on last fall and into December. So now I've procrastinated enough. I gotta put them all together and machine them and finish them in a month. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next time from Bob's Barn Workshop.